on all our loan programs. Aside from the loan programs, we also offer business support services, which is where this session that we are having today comes in, where we provide access, capacity building opportunities for business owners. You get to learn a lot. You get to acquire knowledge that would help you upskill your business. We organize training sessions, we organize webinars, we organize master classes. We also give access to market opportunities for our business owners. This is to help assist you upskill your businesses through acquiring various knowledge that you would need to help grow your business, which is where our webinars, our master classes, advisory sessions come in, and also for the access to market opportunities is for those businesses that we give access to. We give our beneficiaries opportunities to exhibitions and the likes that would also help build their customer base and also help them network with other business owners. We also provide free business name registration for business owners too. If you know you'd like to register your businesses and all of these are being given for free. You'd like to register your business, we just be on the lookout for when the applications are being thrown open so you can register. You can you can indicate your interest and, we can take it up from there. We also have our employability unit, which is where our facilitator for today is from. Here we provide access to training for those that are within the ages of 18 and 35. So if you'd like to acquire a skill, and you're within this age range, this is where our employability unit comes in. We also have our Lagos Innovate for those in the tech space. So these are the various opportunities that we provide here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. We also have our Lagos Cares grants, where we give access to grants to businesses that were affected by COVID-19. So if you'd like to also, access this, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. But for now, our grant portals are closed for now. So you can just follow us on all our social media platforms, turn on your post notifications so that as soon as these opportunities come up, you don't miss out on any one of them. So I have here with me Matthew is the head of our employability unit here at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and he'll be taking us through on the importance of the LSETF E-Learning platform, and it promises to be a very insightful one and interactive one. I hope you have with you your writing materials and all the likes, and so that you note down all of the points and you don't miss out on any. So Matthew, please, you can start off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tayo, for the exciting teasing and teaser. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Mathieu Michel. I'm working at LSETF as head of our employability unit here. I'm myself a French national, and I'm placed by the German cooperation. I'm lucky, I'm fortunate to be in this exciting position here within LSETF and within Lagos State. So thank you once again, Tayo, for the extensive catalog and teaser of all of our activities. And let me talk to you. Let me welcome. We have now 34 attendees in the chat and counting. I think people are still coming in. So welcome to all of you. I hope you can hear me clearly. I believe it should be the case. And I will talk to you today a bit more about the work of the employability unit, but also specifically of our e-learning service. So let me share my screen now. See. Okay. So you should now see the presentation shared on your screen. Of course, like as Tayo mentioned, please feel free to take notes. But just by the fact that you're following this webinar, you are already on a device connected to the internet. So what we will do today, some of these things you can also immediately try out on your own devices and follow along some of the steps here, and that might go a long way in terms of your availability to use some of these tools. Without further ado, let me start with the first few words of introduction. Tayo already described a lot of the activities of LSETF. Just to put a bit things in perspective. So it's in the name, Employment Trust Fund. So our flagship activity is around loan to businesses, with a general aim at employment creation, at job creation out of that, be it by SMEs growing all the way to smaller companies sustaining and growing. So the loan from bigger to smaller companies. And on the other side of this access to finance arm, we have all of our capacity development kind of programs. Our business support unit that this webinar is one activity of, is targeted at business owners and businesses. And on the flip side of that, we also do capacity building for individuals, particularly for young people, so that they either join existing businesses or so that they open their own business, so that they go into self-employment. So that's really what we mean by employability program, is any skill development, any capacity development measures that will help people either enter the workforce or participate to economic activities by going into self-employment. So historically, LSETF started in 2016. The employability program started in 2018. Also with a lot of support from international partners. With this first model, let me now describe a bit how we do these things. What do we mean, this skill development, capacity development measures? How do we do it? How do we do it in practice? It is actually very simple. We kind of we keep in mind, we keep our eyes on the prize. We want to have people employed or have people working at the end of our program. So we try to get information about that. We talk to employers, we talk to schools, we do what we call industry engagement or focus group discussion, where we meet people, where we send out surveys, and we try to get a sense of the jobs, of the skills that are the jobs that are open, the sectors that are hiring, and the skills that are in demand. Try to get a sense of that using different things. We do a little of analytics also around that, and otherwise we do direct consultation, focus group discussion. Then we use that to build our training program, and then we hire some schools in the state. We discuss with them, and we make short-term professional curriculums, integrating the input that we get from our engagement, so that we have fairly short, fairly cost-effective training that are geared towards employment. At the end of the training at the schools, we put people in internships, ideally with employers, where they should be where they have a chance, if they work well, to be retained after a while, or at least where they get a professional experience that give them a sense of their capacity to start their own company. Now, one kind of innovation that came out of that, or one, let's say, learning that came out of this type of training, is very often either our schools or our employers gave us the feedback. Okay, you send us young people, but sometimes they're very young. They're going into their first job. They don't have a very professional attitude. They're lacking soft skills. They're lacking professionalism, proactivity. They're not used to having a boss. They are not familiar with this or this tool. So basically, we identified that something was missing in our training, and that was like around soft skills across board, no matter what people would study or what school were there, because of the duration of our training, that is like usually like 1 to 3 months. It is a short time, and when we take young people, like which is very much like the idea of a program, we take like young people that have no outside options, that are struggling to get a job. In just this duration, we don't manage to completely like shift or build their mindset and their attitude towards job. So out of this diagnosis, we decided to develop a soft skill curriculum that would be available for everyone in any schools. And the way we did it is through an e-learning service, so an online course that is accessible to everyone. Now, the good news is that this one, because of its nature online, is completely open, and actually everyone in the world can use it. For sure, every Lagos resident and every person that basically speaks English and has an internet access can follow it up and get certified through this platform. Let me give you a little more details about the requirements to access this training. Our flagship in-person training is still a bit more demanding because you need to be available for 1 to 3 months plus 3 month internship. You need to have a LASRA. You need to be available to go to a physical venue. But as I just mentioned, we recently we actually started in 2023 this e-learning course, and here we get something available for everyone and very free in its entry condition. Everyone with an internet access can simply go register, follow the course. If you manage to go throughout the course, you'll get certified. You'll get certified there. It's a very new service. I have to say that so far only 365 persons have certified through it, but we have more than 3,000 users registered on the course. And actually, and just to clarify, this is a service that we started at the summer 2023. We had less than 100 users the first year. So now 2024, it's starting to pick up, and participating in this webinar is actually one way, we hope, to help people use it, raise awareness about its existence, and let people know that this is there. Just to give like some context about the target and the content. As I was mentioning, it's about soft skill in this case, completely open, still by the nature of the content, by what is on the courses. Like the ideal target are still young workers or people that will enter the job market for the first time. Because this soft skill, what we mean by that here, is really about professional attitude, how to communicate, how to be better communication-wise at work, and also how to plan your next step in your professional life, about like job application, career management. So it is really, really good for young people that are about to go in their first jobs, that are still in their first work experience, and that are like actively involved in job search. So this is the spirit. Let me let me quickly change the focus here and address the business owners that might be listening right now. The point of having this webinar and to talk to you directly about that is because this service is already there and is completely open, which means that it is ripe for you to take and for you to use to your benefit. Meaning, of course, like you can identify that yourself, you could benefit from a training in communication or even in improving how you would do your next job application. That might be one self-development thing for yourself. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing, of course, is if you're already like successful enough, in which case, congratulations. Imagine if you already have your company and you already have employees and you're hiring people. Imagine you're hiring young people in entry level position. So then, and maybe you are one of these employers who has faced exactly this situation. When you get young people on board, you're feeling that they don't have a very professional attitude. They take a lot of training to be more used to rules at your companies, to get used to hierarchy, and to be used to all of this type of formalism that is around formal employment. So then the LSETF E-Learning, all of these soft skill courses are things that you can leverage. That's the title of this. That's the title. Maybe you notice that's the title of this webinar. But truly, it means that you can refer your staff to these courses, and that's some. Hopefully, that's some learning that you can outsource to LSETF, and that is already for you to that is already available for you for the taking, because we give it for free, and you can even track that because it is a certified and certifiable training. Your staff should be able to go through it and show you the certificate of completion that they would have at the end of a course. So first is for your own upskilling. Second, that can be for your staff upskilling. And of course, this is also a double-edged sword because it is your staff getting better and also yourself as an employer being better perceived because you raised awareness and you forwarded the information about this training. So you're also becoming a better employer by forwarding opportunities for skilling to your staff. A third aspect quickly is about building your own familiarity and knowledge about this type of services and this type of tools. E-learnings, you need to know that it's there. And it's really something that is powerful right now in Nigeria, in Lagos particularly. Like you have so many people who speaks English, read English, have internet access. There are so much resources online. And sometimes people don't know where to start. Well, at least through this training that is there, that is completely free, and that gives you a certificate, which is still like something a bit rare. A lot of resources are there online. You don't always get the certificate for free. In our case, you can really get through everything and get certified through a completely free service that is just there online. So what I'm saying is that getting the experience of such services can also be for you a stepping stone towards more of this online learning opportunities. And who knows, maybe in the future you will want to develop your own course just by knowing that it exists and knowing that it's possible to develop it. So I would encourage you to be open-minded and to be opportunistic about this type of tools. Again, let me make a methodological comment. Now I'm speaking a lot. I don't see immediately. I see that there are some remarks in the chat. You will have the opportunity at the end of the session to raise your question. If anything was unclear, and that very much you can like write it down. and write it down in the chat. If at any point I am unclear, please feel free to call me out, and we will come back to this point. Or Tayo will help me clarify them at the end of this webinar. Okay, so now I want to come to. Okay, so I see we have Mohamed who raised his hand right now, because we have now about 60 persons in like following this webinar. I would encourage you to pile up your question, and we will take a long time for Q&A and at the end. I think that will be
sorry,
that.
Matthew.
Yes, please, Tayo.
So please, for those that have questions, just like I dropped in the chat box, please kindly drop your questions in the Q&A box so that it doesn't get lost in the chat box in the midst of all other chats. So please drop your questions in the Q&A box. This will enable us to be able to access your questions and be able to answer them accordingly, and not for them to get lost in the chat box. So please drop your questions in the Q&A box. I can see that there are already 2 questions already. So please drop your questions in the Q&A box, and they'll be attended to during the Q&A. So Matthew, please, you can continue.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Tayo. That's exactly it. And it's even possible that throughout the demonstration that we will now do live, maybe you will already get like some answer to the questions that are already there. So let me show you live how it looks, and we'll take also ample time at the end to tackle any remaining question. So okay, so now that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Please be curious, and if you're on your desktop, it's easy to open another tab. Try directly this address, https //elearning.lsetf.ng. That's the address of our e-learning. It is working right now, and I will demonstrate it to you right away. Okay. Let's see if I manage. Let me just. Just 1 second to. Let me just 1 second so that I share the right thing. Okay. So now you should see the landing page of a website, which again you can access on your own device right now, be it on a desktop, on a mobile. It's there. So again, like the address here, https e-learn. So pay attention. It is a secure website. So if you miss the https, you will not go there. So please be careful about this. And then the address is elearning.lsetf.ng. So, and you see here how it looks like. On the landing page, you have a short video that describes to you how to proceed further, and you get a link to enroll yourself. We'll go follow along a bit more in depth just in a minute. First, I want to just show you how it looks like and what is actually there. So I have already an account on the website, so I'm just opening it up. I hope that there is not too much lag and that you can see me scroll through the website. So once we enter on the website, we are there 3 modules. The first one on communication, the second on work ethics, which is really like about professional behavior, being aware of rules, SOPs in a new job. And the third one about career management, job application. Each of these modules is kind of a standalone course, and each of these module, once completed, get access to a personalized certificate. It's even a certificate that can be verified in the sense that it comes with a unique identifier that at LSETF we are able to retrieve and to cross-check. So through this course, you can get free certificate and even a final certificate about the free courses. Let me show you how it looks like. I'm revealing here the one that I got when trying out the course. So, and this is really like, this is actually a strong additional value added from this service. You would have access to a lot of online content, a lot of online courses that you can do for free. Often the certificate is not available for free. In this case, LSETF really makes it available for you, like all the way. You can access every single piece of a course all the way to a certificate. You can then access a soft copy of a certificate, which you can print out. And what I was talking about earlier, you get an individual unique certificate ID, which is only for you, and which at LSETF from the backend we can cross-check. Okay, so coming back to the course and just quickly like showing you how it all works. Like what it looks like is what I want to give you a feel of right now. So for information, the course content is quite rich. So I have to admit, and I have to warn you that you need a somewhat stable connection for all the elements to load properly. If it doesn't, don't be afraid. Just like try again when you have a better connection, or simply log out of the course, log out of the website, and log back in again, and that will solve it. So, and it's a system. Just giving you like a sense of a feel. Like there are a number of activities, a lot of interactive exercises are there, a lot of videos from experts from Nigeria or from West Africa are there, and a lot of little tests are there, which means that you can only go through the course when you complete successfully the activities. So this is how it works. There are like a lot of visuals, a lot of colors, sometimes some sort of role plays of different type of situation, be it a job application, an interviews, this type of things. The first course, if you're a professional, the first course on communication is a bit more, how could I say, is generally useful. Honestly, like you would find it useful for everyone, because it's a number of general better practices and nice communication techniques, or nice little piece of information about how people communicate. So now, of course, like now I'm scrolling through the course because I have completed it. So I'm going a bit fast because I don't necessarily want you to pick up the solution of the exercises, but I just want you to show that it's there and that it's working. This is not, you see, like what you're seeing on screen is just like me opening the website. This is not a prepared PowerPoint or anything like that. It's just to give you like a sense of the display and a sense of the different elements that you can expect to see on screen. And for example, here on the left, you get like a type of menu that show you like also where you are at with a completion. And you need to see that everything gets validated so that you can move through the course. Okay, so This is a type of common structure for online courses where it's basically a website. You enter inside of it, you click in different elements, and that breaks it down to really like the level of a course. And then you have like a content where there are pieces of information either to read or videos or activities where you need to be active and to complete some form of guided tasks. You're going through that. It's a fairly rich content. To give you an indication, one module would take around 1 hour to complete. If you go like really like 1 hour going through it, doing the activities, like not 1 hour when you can passively be there and do something else at the same time. So, but basically in 1 hour, you would go through 1, 2, 3 different parts, each entailing several lessons. At the end, you complete even a feedback survey, telling, okay, this was good, this was not good. This is important for us because in the future we want to also build more content. And once you have done that, you get your certificate for even just the first module. Each module, again, has different parts, different lessons, a feedback survey, and grant access to a certificate once you have successfully completed everything, scroll down through everything. Once you have validated everything, you get your full e-learning certificate. Okay, so this was like a general overview there, and you would see. Let me see how this works. So me, as I have fulfilled like everything, I would see 100% complete here as a little indicator next to this specific skill, which is, with this specific course, which is called Digital Soft Skills Training to Boost Your Career. It's the general package here of the course. To give you also like a teaser, one of our intention is also to later in 2025 to build on the webinars and on the numerous LSETF production, to package that also into new e-learning courses that could be captured here, and that will be hopefully like more engaging than just the YouTube recording that we keep here. Okay. So moving forward, I think like this session, I will still probably talk to you for about 10, 15 minutes, and then we will get into something much more interactive. So now there is one thing. So I gave you kind of like a quick view of everything. Hopefully you could see what was on my screen, but of course, like everything was also unlocked because I was already registered, enrolled, and I had already completed this course. So everything was open. Now I want to give you a sense and an experience and kind of a slow follow along of these initial steps, how to start from zero. And it's something, if you are comfortable enough, if you're particularly if you're on your desktop, that on a laptop, that might be relatively easy to do, maybe a bit more challenging if you're on your phone. But the thing is that I will show you how to register from scratch. So for that, I want to do something. I will take like a little risk in doing that because I want really to use a completely new email address and really to show you all of the steps. Okay, let me see if I'm managing that. If this doesn't work. So what I'm doing now, if it works, okay. What I'm doing now, if it works, I wanted to try to get a completely new email address. If some of you are working in tech, maybe you're familiar with this tempmail.org website, which allow you to use like very quickly a temporary email address. Let me see. Okay, so you should see the landing page now of the e-learning.lstf.ng website, and as I was telling you earlier, there is at the middle of the page this link. Click here to self-register and enroll. So let's try it. Let's try it right now. But I'm afraid. Okay, so here even you see you have a first box for logins, but be careful. Is this your first time here? So that would be your case. Hopefully, I mean, it's possible that some of you already know the e-learning, but I hope a lot of you are first timers. So then, is this your first time? Yes. So then we create a new account. Okay. We just put a name, username, password. That could be same thing. Let me see. That's where I wanted to use this thing, but so you need to put an email. Be careful that it's an existing email address. A lot of people, maybe we will have this type of testimonies. Like if you put, obviously, like you need to be very cautious about the email you put here, and you will receive a verification, an automatic verification email based on your own submission here. If it doesn't work, if you think you made a mistake here, well, then you should simply retry these steps and see what will happen. And this, let's see. Okay, so this one is okay. Like this one is on me because I did the test. I did the test just prior. Let me see if I can get something new. I did a test this. Okay, so I'm not getting an automatic email there, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to do it live. You should be able to do it immediately. Let me see with one of my personal email address there. Let me see if this would work. Okay, so the point here is that by putting an email that is not already in the system, you would get an automatic email right then. Did it 1 hour ago, and I got the automatic email in less than a minute. So, which means that if it doesn't work, it means that the email that has been given there might not have been correct. Okay, so here, let me go back there, and then so okay, here, just to give you clarity, because I have to recover live. But basically, I use my I use the email that you recognize it, this Pixino 298. That's this temporary email that I wanted to use and that I set up earlier this morning. And I was then able to create a completely new account. So this is the test. This is the test account that I created earlier, and you see that it's now working, and I'm entering the system. But now I'm entering the system with an account that starts from 0% completion. I still have access to the same content. The 3 modules are there. The course certificate is not yet there because, of course, here this new account has not completed anything. So for here, the advice would be to start from scratch and to just start the course. So here, just to redo like very slowly the different steps. I am there on my landing page after having logged in, and I just click on module 1, click on part 1, and start the course. And when you see like everything, the way it works, what is different. So you notice that compared to what I showed you earlier, now I will need to click on everything and scroll down and open and actually like explore the content, read through it, and complete the different activities. And you see that live, my achievements are captured and displayed on the left-hand side with this little red checkbox. That updates as long as I'm progressing through the course. Okay. So this is it for this registration part. So what would be very useful, what would be very good is if you get the chance to try it live with your completely fresh email address. You would get immediately like a verification email, and you would also set up your personal account. So please try it, and if you face any difficulty, let us know in the chat box, and we will tackle it in few minutes. Now let me take 2 last minutes before our Q&A on the mobile tools that we have. What I showed you here is all from the desktop version, but of course, a lot of you might be interested in following this type of virtual training from your mobile or when you're on the go. And there is one way to do that with a cleaner display than just going on the website from your phone. And here, I will just like explain to you how this works. Of course, like you can still open the website on your smartphone browser. That works perfectly. You would see what is on the left hand side, and you can of course like process to the same registration as from the desktop view. But as you see now with this little picture at the middle, there is one way to have like a very clean display and some sort of an application feel around the e-learning on your website. For that, you can download the Moodle application. Moodle is the general like tool and infrastructure that is in the background and in the backend of this e-learning. So it's a very legit application. It is all in this kind of free software, open culture kind of approach. So Moodle is really like a way to build an e-learning solution for very cheap, I have to say. And there are like a lot of communities, a lot of material that is around it. One thing that they provided that is very nice is they created an application that allow you to host like any courses that uses their technology and to use it kind of seamlessly through their own application. So the Moodle app, you would find it on the Google Play Store, the App Store, Moodle, Moodle. Now, how it looks like when you open, once you have the Moodle application downloaded on your device, on your smartphone, you open it. The only extra step that you have compared to a website is you need first to let it know that we're talking about elearning.lsetf.ng. So you need to set it up just once. You say, okay, the course that I want to access are the ones that are hosted by LSETF. So you put the whole address, https elearning.lsetf.ng. And then you can enter and you will get basically like a nice smartphone flavor of the content of the e-learning. One additional benefit that can be there from using the app on your phone is that, for example, if you have Wi-Fi at work or at school, if you have irregularly access to very good internet, using the app, you can actually like download the content. The content is very rich, so it does take a lot of space. So you need to have that space on your phone. But if you have a space and if you have access once in a while to good Wi-Fi, that can be a good strategy to download the content and then to go through the training from there. And at the end, that's the exact same content, and you will get the exact same certificate as from the website. Okay, so this was a somewhat long session. I hope I was clear enough. But now let's open the floor to your questions, and let's tackle like any also like technical difficulties, because really like everyone who's been part of this call like should now like feel comfortable to go there and register and start using the system.
Yeah, thank you so much, Matthew, for an insightful session. I'm guessing a whole lot of people were able to follow. So just before we enter into the question and answer session, I'll be launching our poll. So please, would like for you to please fill this polls, as this will help us serve you better. So I'll be launching the poll now while we go through the questions that we have in the question and answer session. There are two different polls. We'll be launching the first one for the next 10 minutes, and then 5 minutes rather, and then we'll be launching the second one. So please do well to help fill this poll, as this will help us serve you better. So the poll has now been launched. You see the poll right now on your screen. So please help fill the poll. Thank you. So we're going straight to the question and answer now. Deborah is saying that please let the age bracket be reviewed to accommodate 18 to 60 years old. I'm an indigene of Lagos Island local government, and also I am resident within Ikeja local government. And I noticed that a lot of 60-year-olds are very much agile, both physiognomically, mentally, and psychologically. So she's saying that can the age brackets be reviewed to 18 to 60 years old? Hi, Matthew. I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry, sorry for that. I'm struggling a bit navigating through my different windows. Yes, thank you very much, Tayo, and thank you, Deborah, for the question and clarification. So for the first thing is really that the e-learning is open to everyone. There are no conditions. So once again, like the e-learning is like perfectly free, perfectly open. Everyone can apply. Everyone can like register, go through the courses, get certified. There are no limitation whatsoever. Only on our like from the work of the employability unit, maybe like that's probably what Deborah picked up on, is like our in-person trainings are often like focused on a specific age bracket, also depending on our partners and depending how much focus we put on the youth in Lagos State, because it becomes just a question of numbers. I mean, I wouldn't debate, and it's for sure that there are also senior citizens who are in need and who are able and would benefit from trainings and would still enter the job market. There are also very large number of young people, with no education and no experiences, that are in some of our programs our primary focus. Already we have some cohorts that are open up till the age of 45. All of our cohorts are for now at least until the age of 35. Some of our cohorts will be in the future open to the age of 45. And we're considering very much, because it comes also back to us from our schools, that they tell us about the demographics in their neighborhood and people who are motivated, available, and that would very clearly benefit and transform their situation. Would they be allowed to follow this type of trainings? But we need also to decide how to allocate our budget in consideration of the population of the state. By all means, I would encourage you to still be curious about the e-learning, and particularly the course on communication is really useful across board and would be useful for everyone at any age. I would rest my case for this question.
So Deborah, I hope Matthew has answered your question. I think for now you can also introduce them to this e-learning platform and explain them when there'll be further communication. As you've heard, Matthew, that all of this is also under consideration and it's been looked at. Ore, you're asking why loan taking is taking time to give. I don't know what you mean by that, but please, when did you apply for this loan? And also, please, can you just let us know when you applied for the loan? Thank you. Temitope Oshin is asking, can I use my BSc certificate from Togo University. Okay, Temitope, please, what exactly are you looking to use the BSc certificate for, so that Matthew can answer accordingly? Please just try and be clear with that question, please. Ajia Denike is asking, okay, you said you've applied for the grant and you haven't. Okay, so Ajia Denike, for your grant application, you've not heard anything. So please, can you, I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear, but you can please call our customer care. You can please call our customer care lines and try and speak to a customer care representative and give them your details, and they'll get back to you on the status of your grant application, please. So I'm dropping the customer care line. I'm dropping that in the chat box now. So you can chat them up on WhatsApp, or you can give them a call. So you can either give them a call or you chat them up on WhatsApp and they will attend to you, please. That's for Ajia Denike. So Deborah, I'm guessing your question has been answered. So for women in agriculture to enhance their potential and sustainability, any capacity building, empowerment. Yes, Ajia Denike. So these are some of the things that you will learn in our capacity building opportunity that we come up with. So you can just follow us on all our social media platforms. We have a lot on the card for you in 2025. But these are some of the things that we're also looking at also. So please follow us on all our social media platforms so you don't miss out on all of these opportunities. So you can register for all of these capacity trainings and everything sustainability that has to do with your businesses and the likes. We've had a whole lot of people come on here this year at the various times for various sessions to take us on sustainability as a whole itself. So please, you can also go to our YouTube channel so you can watch back some of these sessions so you don't miss out on anything. So when we have more sessions like this, you can just pick up from where you left off, or you can so Confidence is saying that he or she has been desiring to register for motion graphics course. So okay, so Matthew, the person is trying to ask if there is a course on motion graphics.
Okay, so I'm not absolutely sure of a motion graphics specialty. For sure, we have a number of courses also in audiovisual production and 3D designs. So I would imagine that would touch upon like the interest of this person. Now, I have to say, like, how could I say, to do a bit of management of expectation here. Like the best way is very much to follow LSETF on social media, because you have to imagine that LSETF and the employability unit, we're training. So the employability unit particularly and the vocational training specifically, we're training like few thousand people a year. So the free spots go very, very fast. So the best way to have like timely visibility on that is to follow like very carefully LSETF and to jump and to jump on the opportunities when there are courses that are of interest to you. Because the way we're doing things at the moment is there are no running opening at any point. It's like one cohort will start. We have 1 week of call for application, and you need to jump there. And it's not only, and I have to say, one other like cautionary word about that is, so it's very good to have in mind one specific trade that you are interested in, but if you're following LSETF, you need to be also like on the lookout about schools that are close to you, because like it will still be, even if like your ideal trade is being taught and you catch that on time and you manage to apply on time. If it's very far from your own place, that will still be something challenging. So for now, our process is still around social media publication, and then you have like 1 week to apply. So it's not something that is constantly open, because it is the type of request that we or remark that we often have from the general public. We are looking at ways to have people register their interest on LSETF website. It is something that will come to you, like hopefully by 2025. But then again, like it's the bottom line is that we only train this many people, which is a lot in absolute numbers, but which is small in consideration of the size of Lagos State. So you have to have that in mind. And even if next year you get the possibility to say exactly, okay, I want a training in graphic design in Ikeja. If you're able to put that on our website next year, it will not be a guarantee that it will start anytime soon. So that remains a challenge, just by the limitation in the scale of our services that we have. So we do have it. We don't have it immediately open. Please follow us on social media and jump on it if you have a training that is attractive and practically accessible to you. Jump on it when you see it.
All right, thank you, Matthew. I hope that answers your question. So Confidence is asking that, is it just the communication and work ethics course that's on the e-learning platform?
Yes, as we showed earlier, so there are like free courses: communication, work ethics, and career management. And so those are like free modules, and each upon completion gives access to a certificate.
Okay. So Testimony is asking if Testimony is asking, can I use an existing email address, or do I have to create a fresh email?
No, sorry, I generated
Testimony, if
confusion
you
with
already have an email, I don't think there's any need for you to create a fresh email.
Yes, absolutely, Tayo. Just to clarify, so me, it's because like all of
I'm
my
right, Matthew?
yes, thank you. Yes, you got it right, Tayo. And of course, like I wanted to create a fresh email address for the sake of a display, which didn't work. But of course, like you can use your existing address. You can use it for the first registration, and then as it's usual with online services, once you have registered, like once your email address is in the service is in the system, you can like well, the best practice would be for you to note somewhere to keep track somewhere of your password. If you ever want to, if you ever lose your password, or if you ever like want to recreate a profile, the system will recognize that your email is already there. For the first time, for the first usage, of course, you use your existing email address.
Okay, I think that should answer confidence question, our testimony. So Anonymous is someone is asking, can I use the certificate? That means I'm guessing the certificate that is obtained from the e-learning platform. Person is asking if they can use it to apply for federal government trade test certificate, which is required or respected by many companies outside the country.
Okay, that's a good question. I would say at this stage, no, because it's a certificate that is directly coming from LSETF for now in the current courses. That's a good remark, and I take note that in the future, if we could make our certificate or our courses like better recognized, that would be an improvement. At this stage, it's just it's only a certificate directly given by LSETF, which means still that at LSETF we can keep track of that, and we're thinking about ways to make the certificate usable in applying for other LSETF services, but for now that wouldn't work outside of LSETF.
Okay, Ramat is asking, how do I apply for video editing program around Lagos?
That sounds like a very similar. Like, is that the same person asking that for motion for motion design or motion graphics? So that would be the same. That would be the same answer. Follow thoroughly LSETF on social media, and when you see when you see the flyer for this specific course, jump on it, because application windows are very short.
So I hope that answers Raman's question. So someone is asking if this program can be introduced to those outside Lagos.
Yeah, that's a good question too. As a matter of fact, it is, as of now, it's completely open to everyone. So it is now. Just to remind that LSETF being a Lagos state agency, we do have a mandate in the first place to serve Lagos residents. By its nature, the e-learning as of now is open to everyone from anywhere.
Okay. So okay, for the person that was asking about BSc certificate, I don't think you would be needing your BSc certificate to apply for the e-learning course.
Yes, the e-learning is completely open. Yes, the e-learning is has no entry condition, so it's open to everyone, no matter the situation. 60 years old, someone was already has a certificate or no certificate. Sorry. It would work for someone from another country, from another state. As of now, it's working for everyone with no condition.
So Tim Jokwe, I hope that answers your question. Someone is asking, please, is there project management on the e-learning platform?
Okay, that's a good one. I like this feedback, because it's even the type of things that we are thinking now. I mean, there was already like a question about how many courses are there. So okay, I pick up that program management would be there. I mean, it's not a promise, but that they could be interested in that, and as it is something relatively like cross-cutting between sectors, it's also a good idea. For now, I would encourage you.
So apologies. I guess back soon. So please, while we wait for our facilitator to rejoin, please kindly fill the poll on your screen. As I said earlier, this will help us be better. We've launched the second poll now, so please kindly help us fill the poll. Welcome back, Matthew. So please you can continue with your
Yes,
with the
sorry
answers.
for the interruption. Long story short, that was a good question, and okay, like program management. So not a promise, but at some point we'll do some consultation and we will think through how we can enrich the content and develop new courses. A good candidate would be also like this type of webinars that our business support unit has set up over the years. Project management is a good idea too. Meanwhile, I can point you to the online courses from Google. Actually, Google provide free program management courses on different platform, and it's a good content.
Okay, Ramoth, I hope that answers your question. So Ramat is asking, which specific social media can I get more understanding on video editing? So she's asking which specific social media can I get more understanding on video editing? I think if you go to YouTube, you should get more. And also, I think like Matthew stated earlier, you can follow us on all our social media platforms so that while you learn on YouTube, you can also, be on the lookout for when opportunities like this will come up from our employability unit so you can register and not miss out on any one of them.
Yes, exactly. So sorry, just to add to your response, Tayo. Of course, what I meant is in regard to the training provided by LSETF, you need to be on the lookout and to follow daily, honestly, like LSETF on Instagram, which is one of our most active platform. YouTube, LinkedIn are also there, but Instagram would be the one of the platform where LSETF posts the most frequently. So that's one thing. Otherwise, yes, I mean, of course, you could find online other sources for courses. For one good West African resource with some free online content, also around the creative industry, and I'm sure video is the Trace Plus services. There is a nice application there, and they have what's called, and inside the application there is something that's called Trace Plus Academy that has some very nice free content around creative digital courses.
Okay, you said Trace Plus, right? So
Yes,
Ramos, I hope you've heard that Trace Plus. So you can check for Trace Plus, where there is Trace Plus Academy, where you can learn a whole lot about the video editing and every other program that you would like to take up. Or Emmanuel is asking, are we expecting any new programs soon? So Emmanuel, I'd like for you to clarify, do you mean on the e-learning platform? So please kindly clarify if it's on the new e-learn or if it's on the e-learning platform, or please kindly clarify so that that question can be answered. So Peculiar is saying that I run a social media management training. So the person is asking that, are there collaborations or partnership opportunities for startups like them? Hi, Matthew. Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you. So, like in the sense, like companies partnering with LSETF to develop the e-learning content. Is that the way to understand
So
it?
I think the person is saying that he or she runs a social media management training, probably runs a training program, a social media management training program. So the person is asking if they can if there are collaborations or partnership opportunities
Okay.
for
Okay,
that.
that's perfect. Thanks, Tayo. Okay, that's a good one. So LSETF has an official tendering page, and regularly, several times every year, like we publish requests for proposals, and we collect application from schools on different things, and sometimes also digital training. I don't know if we've requested specifically for social media training. Sometimes we also are looking for schools that do short-term training regardless of the sector, so that we can also put things in perspective and in competition. I have to say, so those things are also like extremely competitive, and we usually receive like much more application than we ultimately take partners. But if you are a business, and if you have if you have a training business, if you are a training institution, you should definitely regularly look on lsetf.ng/tenders, which is our official tendering page. We also publish on social media. This one a bit more on LinkedIn, for example, about our open tenders. So again, please like follow us carefully, and jump on any opportunity that would be relevant for yourself or your company.
Okay, so Peculiar, I hope that answers your question. Someone is asking, we have a lot of emerging technologies. What is LSETF's plan to include many of this skill on the e-learning platform?
Okay, that's a good one. And actually that's the type of things that could be there if we think about like what people sometimes call digital literacy, or things like that. It could be the type of general cross-cutting topic that could make sense in addition to our first soft skill package. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there would be a bit of irony in doing a digital literacy training online. So for that, that's maybe like a different thing, but we should take notice about that. Otherwise, what would be powerful would still be to develop more content. BSU has a number of training that have been on digitalizing strategies for small businesses around using better social media for visibility, or setting up Instagram shopping pages, like this type of things. So we'll see. It could be interesting to better archive, package, and curate this content and putting it in the form of e-learning. That's the type of discussion that we are having between the employability unit and the business support unit.
Okay, so just like Matthew said, you can, for all of some of these digital marketing skills like Matthew mentioned, you can go to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search for Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. A whole lot of some of these sessions that we've had are on there, that where you can go and sometimes we binge watch on movies. You can binge watch on some of these sessions and learn a whole lot. It will go a whole long way in helping you with your upscaling your businesses. So these are some of the opportunities that we have on offer. This is why we hold some of these webinars, some of these master classes, advisory sessions. So you can go to our YouTube channel and go back as far back as last year, 2 years ago, and binge watch on all of these sessions, and you'd have a whole lot to learn from there. So okay, I think for the technology-based programs, I think Matthew has answered that also. So someone is asking, could you please write the name of the platform for free project management course outside LSETF? So I'm guessing that's the name of the program that you mentioned the other time.
Yes. Let me send a couple of links. So that people have a track of it. Now, of course, I mean, okay, like I ask for the indulgence of a jury in this case, because obviously, organization like Google have amazing courses like all over the place. So I mean, it's great. Please don't judge too harshly our own Lego State initiative, and take also in consideration. I'm making a little plea here. Take also in consideration that the LSETF E-Learning is also kind of a new system, and has the merit of being to a larger extent like localized, with example and exercises that speaks to specific situations that are more common in the region. So, and of course that you can go all the way to the certificate for free, because it's a Lego State, it's an LSETF service. So that being said, of course, you have also amazing resources from global leaders that are available online. And honestly, so for everyone attending here, once you get that's a bit of a sense of what I was saying earlier, like getting more familiar with online learning. And by all means, you can use the LSETF E-Learning for that, and see if that works for you, if you like this type of approach. But the thing is that there is a tremendous wealth of resources that are out there, and you could do much more with everything that is online. And just like Googling once in a while free online courses in be it videography, or be it motion graphic design, and you will immediately find a wealth of resources there. Maybe in a couple of years, even Google will not be the best. Maybe even like Google will not anymore be the best resources. You'd better go to one of these AI, and you just ask them exactly what level you are at, and they will tailor for you already like a manual exactly picking you at exactly your level. So what I'm trying to say is, the internet is there, so be also on the lookout for this type of content that can give you a bit of a competitive edge and help you be up to date about what is out there. Also taking in consideration that might be the case for Google, might be the case for others. There are sometimes a lot of free content for Nigerian users. It's also something that sometimes exists. So let me put a couple links in the chat. Okay, so I'm writing now in response to, there was one question specifically about the link, so I'm answering to this one. Okay. IBM has also like a large free online course platform with certificate, but it's more like this one. It's not at all things similar to LSETF at all. It's more like hard coding and things like that. And Trace Plus. Okay, so I'm sending. You should see in my answer in the chat. It's not.
Okay.
Do you see it, Tayo, or not? Or is it coming?
Yes, I can, but I guess you're putting it in the so
in
I'm
answer.
I'm transferring it already.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I put it in the Q&A instead of a chat. My
Yes.
bad.
So,
Yes.
so I'm
Please.
transferring them now.
Okay,
to the chat.
thanks. Thank you. Yes. Is there anyone else in the, like, among the listeners in this session, anyone else who has tried to enroll in the e-learning and who is struggling at this point? I saw that some people mentioned that there are difficulties. I saw that some people mentioned that they ultimately managed.
Okay, I think some of the responses I got was some people saying that they've been able to register. So please, if you know you've not been able to register, please can you just specify that in the Q&A box?
Okay,
so O'Hare,
standing.
you're asking for, you could not get the module explanation. So there, I think for each, there are 3 modules. There are 3 different modules. So you can just, for each module you finish, you get a certificate. So just go on there, register, and then start off the training. And if there's any other thing that you'd like clarification on, you can go back. You can go to our YouTube channel. We have the recording there. You can go back and listen in again. And
Okay.
but if there's any other explanation that Matthew can also add, I guess it's going to add that to you.
Yes, thanks, Tayo. I see that we have at least like 3 persons in the chat that reported not being able to register. So for this sake, let me come back. Okay, 36, 12:36.
Okay, yeah.
Let me take a few
I think I have
minutes
someone
to demonstrate this this step again. May I do that? Is that okay, Taiwo? If I
Yes,
take
yes,
if
please.
I
Yes,
take a few minutes?
please. You can go ahead. Yes, please.
Yes. So let me try again this follow along, because it didn't work as I planned to earlier, but I think now I have what I wanted. So let me start fresh. You should see. Okay, so we are there on the landing page. Then we have a link at the middle of the page. Here, a little bit tricky, but you need to scroll down to see, is this your first time here? Create new account, username, can be anything, password, anything. So among the three persons that have faced difficulty, so I understand that you must have been through this new account form and something has happened. Or can you tell already in the chat, were you able to complete this first form, this new account form? Tayo, can you check the answer of there are 3 in a row, like messages from persons that couldn't that were unable to register. Can you follow up what they're responding?
Okay, I will look through.
Okay. So here I'm doing what I wanted to do earlier. So as is what said in the chat, of course you put your own email. For me, I'm not putting my own email because I already completed the course, so the system would top me.
Okay.
But of course
I
you
think
put.
someone is saying. I think Esther is saying that it's telling her that our account already exists.
Okay. So is it true, as she already tried to register in the past?
So Esther, please, can you answer that? Have you tried registering in the past?
Can she
Okay, she said she
talk
can't
to us?
recall.
Oh, okay.
She said she can't recall, but can she reset her password?
Yes, we'll do it.
So
Okay.
Esther, you can go ahead and reset your password. And please let us know exactly what the issue, if you encounter any further issue.
What I will do is I will also demonstrate this functionality to reset the password. Okay. So okay, so here on my side, I just completed completely fresh the first step, so filling this form. So you saw already in filling this create new, there were like a number of conditions, like no upper letters in the name. It has to be, it can be your personal email, but like it has to be a mail that is not already registered in the system. The password has some condition. It has to entail like special character, figures, all of these type of things, and you have to complete like all the fields with a little exclamation mark. Then I just managed to do that. Then I get this information. Okay, I will receive an email. I will receive a confirmation email. So maybe from what I heard from some of you, it's this step that was lacking. So, and here, like for example here, so you see with this tempmail.org, what it does is it gives me like a temporary email address, and what I can do is I can immediately see the email received, and I see here that the automatic email already reached. So if you have put an actual email address, you receive almost immediately. I just did it. You see, like I just did it in the past few seconds. So I registered and I immediately received an automatic email that comes from their admin user from this no reply at lsetf.ng. One little warning here: is it possible that it goes immediately in your spam? That's something to that you can check out. For the few persons who didn't clear these steps, you need to check. You should have received exactly this email, admin user via Soft Skill Academy, from the email address no reply at lsetf.ng. That would state exactly that. Hi, a new account has been requested at Soft Skill Academy using your email address. To confirm your new account, please go to this web address. And then, so this one is a legit. This one is a legit email. You can click on the link or copy paste the link in your browser. Let me see. Up. I'm struggling a little bit to open. So I just put the link in my browser, and yes, thanks. And I just created a new account, and my registration has been confirmed. So can we already have a little touch base with the people that face difficulty? Were they able to clear these steps?
Okay, so for all of these explanations, please can you specify in the chat box if you've been able to clear all of the steps? So while we wait for them to answer, so someone is asking for. So I think for the social media handles, you can follow us on at LSETF on all social media handles. On all social media platforms, rather. Follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on X, that's Twitter. You can follow us on LinkedIn. You can follow us on Facebook at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Then turn on your post notifications so that when all of these opportunities come up, you don't miss out on any one of them. So please follow us on all of the social media platforms. We get to post all of these opportunities on there so you don't miss out on any one of them.
Perfect. Okay, so let me just demonstrate one other thing. Let me now demonstrate how to reset your password, because that might be the situation for some of our listeners. Okay, so just continuing there from the landing page, just below the boxes to log in, you have this functionality: forgotten your username. Okay, and here you can put. So for the persons who mentioned I can't register, it's telling me that my email address has already been used. That's where you need to go. So let me show you again. Go there, forgotten your username or password, and there you just put the email address. I can continue this thing with this email address. So you remember that's the email address I used to just create to just like register. So I will use it to do the same thing. And now they should have sent me an automatic email. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that works. Okay, and here you see I already saw in few seconds, not even a minute, I already received the password reset request automatically, and I can go. So, and I receive like this type of automatic email. A password reset was requested. You get a link. So this one coming from like the title is admin user. The address sending the email is no reply at lsetf.ng. So this one is legit. It's maybe something that you missed out on. Maybe it was going to your spam, or maybe you like frankly you might have deleted it just by not recognizing where it was coming from. Those are actually the automatic emails coming from LSETF E-Learning. So this is legit, and you can just like copy paste the link that is given to you. Let me demonstrate it here. And okay, and that brings me back to the chance to change. And here I can put something like completely different. Again, same condition. I need to put like some figures there, some special marks. So here I put really like, okay, no, sorry. This didn't work. Put something. So you can't see what I'm typing, but I need to type something as per the requirements, or at least 8 letter, some special, at least one numeric character, a digit, at least one lowercase, one uppercase, and one special character. So it's a bit strong as requirement. Okay. And okay. See, I'm struggling to. Okay. I was struggling to put a correct password, but yeah. So I made it back, and you could see it live. If your email address has already been used in the system and you don't remember it, well, use the forgotten password feature, and you will get back in the course. So, and just to finish on that, so here I'm inside the website. What I mean is that I'm logged in at the very beginning with this completely fresh email. So I'm starting from 0. So I am registered in the website, but I want also now, if I want to start the course, I want to enroll. I want to enroll in this new course and start learning. I just go there, and then that's it. I have access to the content, and I go through everything. Okay, so as of today, I have to say, sometimes there might be some slight downtime, and sometimes like some of even the LSETF website server might be like a bit slower. So in this case, it would take few minutes. I mean, you're familiar with a Nigerian situation. Like if there is like a big issue with internet, we would also feel it, and there could be. What I'm trying to say is that it's not impossible that there might be like big delays on the internet front. That should be rare, and actually, as of now, everything is working very, very smoothly. In a few seconds, the automatic emails were generated. So it means that you should all be able to solve your situation. can we have like any form of feedback from the 3 persons that were unable to register earlier?
Okay, I think some of the feedback we've been getting in the chat box has been that they've been able to register successfully. So
Okay.
I think we've been able to navigate the issues.
Mm.
And also, I think someone pointed out the issue of lowercase and uppercase alphabets might also be an issue.
Yes, because the system does take that into account, and it will not cut you any slack. So it needs to be like exactly as you have typed things before. And for example, the username needs to be all lowercase. This type of things. Normally, like each box will make it explicit what rule you are not abiding by. But that's a good remark.
Hey, okay, so the feedback has been they were able to register. So someone is asking that you please drop your LinkedIn profile in the chat box.
Sure. Okay. It's I can put it
So,
there.
Mr. Yusuf, you said that you applied for a loan and they're asking you to download an app. Okay. Presently we do not have an app, a loan app. I think it's just our website that you go to and you apply for your loan. We don't have an app. So I don't know which particular loan you applied for that's asking you to download an app. For the grant I dropped earlier, I dropped the customer care number in the chat box where you can either call them up or chat them up and provide them with your email address and your the details are used in applying for this your grants so that they can give you feedback on your grant application. So Mr. Yusuf, if you'd like to clarify your question on the app, we do not have an app presently, so I don't know which of the loan application you applied for that requested you to download an app. So I think presently we do not have any other question. So please, in the absence of questions, I'd like to thank everyone that stayed this far for our session today. Thank you so much, everyone, for being present today. I'd like for you to also appreciate Matthew in the chat box, tell him thank you. And I'd like to say a very big thank you also to Matthew. Thank you so much, Matthew, for honoring our invitation to facilitate the session with our participants. So Matthew has dropped his LinkedIn in the chat box. So if you'd like to connect with him through the chat box, through LinkedIn, you can do that through the link he has dropped in the chat box. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us for today's session. We hope you learned a lot, and we hope that you can pick up these courses, learn them, because like the saying goes, no knowledge is actually lost. So you can pick up all of these skills, acquire them, and no one can take them away from you. So they'll go a long way in helping you in helping you in your career, in helping you in your business, in helping you develop a whole lot of skills, be it your communication skills, your career skills, whether you like it or not, in a way, your business also forms a part of a career for you. So please pick up these courses, learn them, and it will go a long way, like I said earlier. So once again, this is the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. And here what we do is we give Lagos residents, if you're a resident in Lagos and you'd like to have access to some of our programs, this is what LSTF is here for. We give access to finance through our loan programs. We give access to capacity building opportunities through our business support programs. We have our webinars, such as the one that you're on today. We have our master classes. We have our advisory sessions, financial advisories, HR advisories, legal advisories. that will provide you a whole lot of insight into the different aspects of your business and will help you build your businesses also. We also have access to market opportunities that will provide for our beneficiaries also. We have our employability unit, such as one where Matthew is from today, where he has come to tell us about their the e-learning program, the e-learning platform that we have here at LSETF. But you can also follow us on all our social media platforms so that when all other of their programs, their training opportunities come up, you can have access to them, you can register, you can have access to them, and you don't miss out on any of the programs that we have on offer for you from our employability unit. We also have our Lagos Innovate team for those that are in the tech space. If you have ideas that are burning in you and you would like to bring to life, this is where our Lagos Innovate team comes in. You need a workspace and you need workspace vouchers. This is where also our Lagos Innovate team comes in. We also have our grants. For now, our grant portals are closed, but you can follow us. I'll keep hammering on it that you follow us on all our social media platforms because we post all of the opportunities that we have that are ongoing at LSETF. We post them on there so that you do not miss out on any of the opportunities that are right here on offer at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. So thank you once again, everyone, for being present in today's session. Thank you once again, Matthew, for being here to take our participants on here through our e-learning platform and the opportunities available on there. We hope that we can call on you next time and you'll be on hand to provide insights into some of the other offerings that you might have for our participants here on our platform. So thank you once again, everyone. Thank you also. So please be on the lookout also for the survey. The moment the session ends, a survey will pop up on your screen. So please kindly help us fill the surveys. All of these polls, surveys, they go a long way in helping us, design a whole lot of the services that we provide for you here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund and also at the Business Support Unit. My name once again is Tayo. I'm the Business Support Officer for the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Thank you once again, everyone, and see you at our next session. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you so much, Tayo, for the nice facilitation. And thank you, everyone, for your availability and your attention and for the engaging chat. Have a good afternoon and enjoy the rest of your day.